folks, it is Diecastbuffet here again. Today we have a very awesome Hooters Chevrolet Camaro for Chase Elliott. What a cool looking piece. Apparently they're no longer a sponsor with Elliott, even though he literally just won a cup race this year with it. That's besides the point. Let's go ahead and hop into the diecast review. Alrighty folks, right at the good old box, and let's dive into today's diecast review. Let me just tell you, this is one of the best Hooters paint schemes I personally think Chase Elliott has ever had. And it's maybe specifically for the diecast, because there is so much to talk about with this paint scheme. Wow. So I never even knew this, but apparently the orange on the car is metallic. There is like glitter sparkle. The glitter from 2018 to 2019 has returned. However, they did it right. Think about it. Only the orange, or brown orange, whatever you want to call it, has the glitter on there. The black paint has none of that. It's actually kind of a sheen, like a semi-gloss sheen, very similar to like a Riley Herbst Xfinity car with the monster paint scheme. And then in between that, there's the silver stripe that I think is actual silver. I was trying to look at it off camera for a moment, but you could really see it here. Watch the reflection in the silver. I want to say that is like a metallic decal. So the car is painted orange with the glitter effect to it. Metallic silver with black, kind of a semi-gloss matte coat. I'm just saying, from a person who has built custom diecasts, that is insanely difficult to do. I don't know how the heck they did it logistically. You could see at the bottom of the car, the paint is mixed with the glitter. The car is spray painted orange or painted orange. Great job, Lionel. Now, I don't know how accurate this is to the real car. I don't know, but I'm just saying that looks really, really nice. If the glitter is not on the rest of the car, I do see a speck right there of glitter on the 9. We'll take a closer look at that a little bit later. Let's go ahead and continue with the diecast review. So we got the front windscreen right there with Chase Elliott there. Got the gold Chevrolet badge. Go to the front end of the diecast here. He did win at Texas Motor Speedway. Huge win. First win in a couple of years. It's interesting. Bowman and Chase Elliott were on massive winless streaks. They both conquered that. And, well, they're sitting pretty well right now with an opportunity to go to the playoffs, of course, at the time of this video. I do notice a pretty rough transition from the front bumper decal section to the side panel decal section. You can see right here, it doesn't even line up. And right here, it's kind of a sharp edge. Someone who builds these cars, you understand the way these decal wraps and all this stuff comes together. That's a very, let's just say, interesting area for decals. And I can understand how that would not line up, but I don't know. Anyway, still got the number 9 right there. Got Sunoco, Hendrick Motorsports. Do not like that outlining to it. I think that looks really goofy. Go to the left side of the diecast. But yeah, Hooters apparently left Chase Elliott after, I want to say, what was it, New Hampshire or what is it, Nashville in 2024. So apparently Hooters is downsizing. I don't know if they're, closing restaurants. I don't know the real reason behind it. I don't pay attention to a lot of that stuff. Anyways, they basically ended their sponsorship or wanted out, or Hendrick wanted out. I don't know all the details. None of my business. But apparently they've parted ties with Chase Elliott, which is interesting because Hooters was a sponsor on Elliott's car, I want to say, since 2017. That's when they had their first Hooters paint scheme. He might have been, a driver sponsor, not a race car sponsor, but they might have promoted him in 2016, his rookie year. But his first paint scheme came in 17, back when he was driving the 24 car. So that is that's kind of sad to see Hooters leave the sport. Who knows if they'll ever be back. Got Goodyear right there. That decal is wonky jaw as well. The front end of the car looks a little bit high. I don't know why, but you could just there's a substantial gap between the fender well. You can really see it with that sheen, and you can see the tire. There's a pretty large gap there. Got the number 9 right there. We got the owl. Now, one thing I'm noticing with this car is the orange appears to be kind of dark. I don't know if that's accurate to the real car or not. Again, I don't know. I might be able to sneak in a photo of reference from the real car if I can remember. Or this could be exactly accurate. I don't know. I did not know this was a metallic orange car. This is very similar to the gear wrench paint scheme for Kevin Harvick in 22 and 23, I believe, where it actually had orange and black and the orange was metallic. It definitely reminds me of like a Texas Longhorns style car. Got Chase Elliott there, Kelly Blue Book, Valvoline number 40, Hooters, Napa Auto Parts, Coca-Cola, Universe, Lumar. Just a really cool paint scheme. I'm so glad they stopped putting the goofy blue on the car, and they finally went back to more of a traditional black, orange, and white. I like that. I think it's a good look for the car. The 2020 Midnight Owl car, I think, was probably the best Hooters car. That's just my honest opinion. And this one's kind of a mini throwback to it with that black matte kind of finish to it. That car had that feel. However, the orange was brighter, I think, on the Midnight Owl car from 2020. So again, I don't know if this is a oopsie-doo with the paint code or not. If that's the case, that's kind of unfortunate. Follow me to Hooters. Right there, number 9, Valvoline Camaro Z01. Go to the top of the diecast. And for the record, I have never been there. So let me just clear up the elephant in the room. Nah, I haven't. Got number 9 right there at the roof of the car. You could see the brighter shade of orange there. So I wonder, did they screw up the paint and make it a little darker, or is this accurate to the real car? I think it looks really good. If it's inaccurate, that's unfortunate, but I think it actually looks really good the way it is. Got Hooters right there again, Elliott, and then a very, and I mean very, screwed up deck lid decal. How do you screw that one up, fellas? Don't know. Anyways, what a cool looking diecast. The race to win for this, I'm like 99.9.999% sure, pun intended, because he drives the number 9 car if you don't get it. The Texas win's going to get made. It would be a tragedy for the merchandising industry if they don't make his Texas race to win, because they didn't have a single race to win in 2023 to market. It's going to get made most likely. Like, I would be floored if they don't make it. Anyways, that's going to be a cool race to win because I believe it has confetti, and if it does, it's probably going to have the Texas shape. And if I am, you know, if they still use confetti at Texas Motor Speedway, if that's the case, would that be the first Texas win to have confetti on the windshields? I don't know, because we had the William Byron Fall Texas win that hasn't came out yet. And the confetti is like Texas shaped at Texas Motor Speedway. At least it was in like 2019 and 2020. I haven't really kept up with like 21, 22, X, Y, and Z. So that will be very interesting to see. And Chase Elliott has actually won in, I believe, every one of his major sponsors. Napa, Universe, Kelly Blue Book, Hooters, Little Caesars, Mountain Dew. What else has he won? Oh, yeah, Sun Energy won when they sponsored him for... No, they sponsored him for like 4 years, I think. 3 or 4 years. I'm looking at my collection right now as I'm talking. He's won pretty much in anything. Yeah, the Lumar car. That's interesting. The only thing he hasn't won in would be any new sponsors that came in. So that's kind of fascinating. Am I missing one? I think he's actually won in every sponsor he has, which is like, you talk about NASCAR history, that is very difficult to do. To have a lot of different sponsors and to win in all of those, that is very, very challenging. Thank you all for watching, guys. Have a blessed one. I appreciate everyone watching. Make sure to pick up your copy of this car at Circle B Diecast. That's where I got mine. And make sure you use that promo code down below in the description, and you can save on shipping. Diecastbuffet, signing off.